Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies, I got pulled over on the way home today. I'm going to give people a few minutes to filter in while I fix this issue too. And I got pork chop, or pork rinds. Hey, do you like people playing Valorant? Do you like people playing Minecraft? How about Among Us? Maybe Fall Guys is your fan. Maybe Stellaris. Who knows what you'd like to see on my channel? Come at twitch.tv. Sorry. Stream starting here in a minute officially. Don't be afraid to skip ahead if you're watching this afterwards. Oh. Okay. Come on. Excellent. We are prepared to go within the last few seconds. All right. So hello, everybody. If you recall last time, we had gotten into a war with our neighbors to our north, who once had been our actual allies, in the form of being a vassalized part of our country that we accidentally let rebel because we didn't quite understand that they automatically kick our troops out. Yay! We also have terrible economic crippling depression. Yay! I think if that happens 3 times we lose, but I don't recall. I've never had it happen before. So we're starting off right. We're starting off by losing all of that. Huh. Now we are in the process of rebuilding some buildings so we can actually get off the alloys. We're trying to hopefully actually start turning things around with our economy. But the very first thing that I actually need to do is evaluate. Now these guys are big animals. I don't necessarily want to make them livestock, but they are kind of reptilian. They are genetically modified. And they are our people. But it definitely would increase our food supply, but I don't think we are capable of eating people yet. Maybe one day. The populace of Manward has been discontent with our rule for some time now. Now with their defiance becoming ever more brazen and dissident, and dissidents are openly calling for independence from the Manward, or from the Manward. A show of authority may be necessary if we are to keep control of the colony. So we're just completely and utterly spiraling out of control right now. We don't have any way of really helping with minerals, but we can help with amenities. Planetary revolt on Manward. A major incident has occurred on the badly troubled colony of Manward. While state-critical facilities remain unscathed, extensive property damage and significant loss of life as the result of the coordinated terrorist attacks have shaken the colony to its core. That's unfortunate. We're going to increase amenities to hopefully get rid of that problem. Hello, second viewer. I appreciate you for hanging out with us today. So we're upgrading some buildings. We've replaced others, so hopefully we get better production, but I don't think we have people to actually man those positions yet. What am I lacking? Gas. So things are looking not so great for us, to tell you the truth. In fact, they're looking pretty darn right devastating. Urim Jaguar is our biggest planet with our best population choice. Ow. Oh, a lot just happened there. Order restored on Manward. The rebellion's been quelled. We're out of energy already. See, that's what I'm saying. We're not in a great way here. But we still have good production with this, so we're going to go ahead and buy that. Rare crystal shortages. I don't even know what we're making with rare crystals. How are we short on rare crystals? We have... We're not doing good. Insidious plot uncovered. Our operatives in the Citizen League of Brim at Pervat have uncovered something unusual. Credible hints of the Kobayaran Enlightenment Kingdom are plotting to deceive us. We have no exact details of the apparent scheme yet, but it is said to involve manipulation of our existing relationships, undermining agreements of trust in our very way of life. Can't have that. Quite how this information came to be known by the Tuxkin is unclear. Our own operatives' efforts to tail suspected Vim Pervat intelligence operatives seem to have paid off, though. If this intelligence is genuine, the Tuxkin may have just done the hard work for us. Okay, we can deal with that. That's a good situation. Oh boy. At least it's only by 6 pieces apiece. But we are hurt so bad. Some more amenities. You guys don't have enough amenities, which is gonna suck. Neither do you guys. But I mean, honestly, there's just not much we can do right now except for wait for production values to increase and hope for the situation to get better. I'm going to go ahead and boost up the time slot here. I mean, the worst that could happen is that we have to slow down time anyway. Oh, of course it's not a starbase. Trade route map. There we go. So I guess the next thing that we need to do is upgrade this starport. And we've learned our lesson. And I think with Irem, what we're going to have to do is build up more defense ports. But we can't even afford to do that, so we're in a bad way. Oh, the Baspakchut League are kicking us out. Nobody wants to be our friends no more. Best thing we can do is try to repair our numbers.
Technology secured.
Alright, Gene Crop's going to help out a lot. The only thing we need to do and can do really is a trade colony, or trade companies, because we need that increase in money. Fortunately, it does only increase our trade value, but we can still make use of that. What happened to our space after that war? I will never figure out, but it's alright. Oh, it's alright, Litkit. I'm gonna pause for a minute. So essentially what ended up happening is we took off this entire area of space, right? If you remember, we were cut off like right around here and we got into our war. And we took all of this space, including their home world. So we originally owned their home world, but then there apparently was a faction of militarists that radicalized the local population of spiritualists. So what they did is convince the spiritualists that, hey, we're fighting for the righteous fight and wrath of God. So the spiritualists eventually rose up in rebellion. I thought I could counter that by sending military troops to go there, but in my ignorance of how the games work now, instead of them fighting on the planet, all of the alien planets we took over, because this one and this one, ended up rising up in rebellion with them and kicked all of our forces outside of their territory. And then, because I had just finished upgrading new technology, they spawned in with their own already upgraded fleet while we were upgrading and devastated us. And they managed to push us all the way back out of our system and took our homeworld. So now this is a highly militant star empire. The colonies of the old League of Vim, of Parat, are now loose colonies. They don't have a homeworld. And now we're trying to reconsolidate the last three of our empires, or our colonies, to make a better empire to try to take this back. So it's not great. And our economy has been tanking since the very first war that got us all of this space area. So essentially taking their homeworld was very costly to us, and we couldn't keep it. And now it's cost us our homeworld. Which reminds me, we are no longer the Vok'Toryn genetic dictatorship. We are now the Vok'Toryn Colonial Confederacy. Because our government has now been kicked out of power, and we are now a new country. It's now the colonies of the genetically modifying fungus people. And we're probably going to hit a deficit, which this is going to be our third one, so we might lose the game here. Reclaim gas from Yarkogwath. Excuse me. Exotic gases have become a foreign presence in our empire, Stockpot. And their continued absence has been having an impact on our entire manufacturing process, which heavily depends on them. The Financial Outreach Agency strongly suggests we can reconsider our budget priorities and put an end to this outlandish situation. We could reclaim gas and get 350, or we can live without gas. I need it. We need that situation to go away for a while.
Construction complete.
And then I need to go ahead and fix things I can't afford to fix. You know, the usual. The dragon is not gone. You can see them promptly planted their butt here. I don't have scanners, so you can't see it, but that's what this red hostile exclamation point is. But he's going to keep sitting in that solar system until somebody does something about him. And currently he's cut off from us by our homeworld, which still has all of its defenses. So like I said, we're not in the best of ways. But I just sold some consumer goods, so hopefully we can go ahead and fix some things. Clear out this exhausted deposit of gas, get to work. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately, there is one thing that we make well right now, and that is alloy. I tried to lower the value of alloy, or not the value, the production of alloy to get minerals back, but we just went deeper in the hole. So right now we got to figure out how we want to actually proceed to make money if we're going to survive. So right now what I'm doing is trying every option that I can to try to get more food. Or minerals right now, but we need to start focusing on food. I can just buy minerals for now. So yeah, we are in a very painful position for us, but if we can clutch this and pull out of it, it's going to be worth it. But as it stands, we are low and not okay to go. What is this? Oh, leverage profiteering fell. Alright. We're also in trade sanctions because we can't fucking raise an army, so we're against the law, so they're sanctioning the hell out of us in this government. Uh-oh. The Vok'Toryn. Oop. Am I lagging? Oh, no, I'm not lagging. The Vok'Toryn Colonial Confederacy Diplomatic Corps. Sorry. I thought I was crashing, so I wasn't sure. The Vok'Toryn Colonial Confederacy Diplomatic Corps has been shaken by the news emerging from the Tuxkin Star Empire. Our ambassador, Miss Greel, who had been stationed there, has gotten himself into a serious mess with Tuxkin law enforcement. He is currently connected with a salacious affair involving an astonishing range of serious crimes that culminated in a brutal double murder. As the matter stands, and with rumors running wild amongst the Tuxkins, there seems to be little doubt to Miss Greel's guilt. the Tuxcan authorities have requested that his diplomatic immunity be lifted so that he can face justice for his deeds. You know what? We have the influence. We might as well just lift it.
Technology secured.
Hey, new tech. Now, I think a big problem of our actual economic outreach was the fact we had so many ships and so much population. So the fact we have fewer ships should help us, but we're getting sanctioned, so that's going to be hard. Yeah, it was good seeing you, Lit Kit. Thank you for stopping by. Catching up on things. It's a shit show here. It's going to take a while to fix. We're going to be working on economic technology if we can to fix it. Let's do inhibitors to keep them locked down in our space station. Plus the synth is starting to pump me up for this. I'm ready to start micromanaging whenever we can afford war. At the end of this month, I can start upgrading a star hold. Wow. Chicka wow wow. Now, something I want to do, if I can, is to try to find myself a... you'll be back, don't worry. That's fair, it is pretty late for you. If you do pass out, no stress, I get it. We're going to try to get ourselves an orbital station so we can start sending people into space and start farming. And if worse comes to worse, then the orbital stations will get hit in war and be used as sponges. Things are going to be real tight in this galaxy, I can tell you that. But hopefully the Colonial Confederacy will hold strong in these endeavors. Rare crystals are becoming increasingly scarce in the Vok'Toryn Colonial Confederacy. Shortages have been reported in many fields, ranging from vital military supplies to critical components used in many advanced manufacturing processes. The Ministry of Bureau of Finances warns reforms to the supply chain and necessary within a matter of months. Failing to do so failing which sharp cutbacks will be necessary. Okay. Subjugation request. Oh, our genetic forerunner has died.
Technology secured.
Abstain. He gets instant elected. We could be pushing on stuff, but honestly, we do need energy credits, so that's going to be better for us. Flat cannons are good, but we need other things. Orbital habitat. Exactly what we need. Because we need people to start migrating, and we need people to go get work and find jobs and do this and that and the next thing. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and resettle some people to our capital. Which is Eminyar. Apparently I can only remove the one guy. Can I resettle some of you? Oh, okay, I lack the funds in the Unity. Oh boy. This is not a great position for us to be in. We might have to start over with a new colony. Or not colony, a new, well, pretty much galaxy at this point. we're kind of beefed. So I'm going to keep trying my best. Now, unfortunately, my best is an economy that completely and utterly relies on alloy to run. Which is not a good place to be. I don't even think I get +1 dark matter in the turn. I think we'll get back on our feet, though. And don't worry, if this becomes a situation where like we're just sitting around and nothing's really improving like it is, we will go ahead and just call the campaign. But I do want to try to at least try to win. Oh, actually, we do have a way to make money right now. No, we can't slave people. We're gonna have to, though. Alright, we're gonna set your rights so you can freely populate. And in fact, so can you guys. But for a trade-off of that, we're going to have to open up slavery. Oh, I can enslave you, so why can't I enslave you? Species not being enslaved. Okay, well, how do I? I mean, I know for a fact we have the means to do it. Slavery, allowed. So why can't I not change the rights of these people? Is it because I genetically modified them, or what's going on here? Things are only getting worse as we go. Ooh.
Anarchy, genocide, starvation. Then when it seemed things couldn't get any worse, we got the plague. The living death, quickly closing its fist over the entire planet. And then we heard the rumors that the last scientists were working on a cure that would end the plague and restore the world.
Well, here's where we find out if the last deficit screws us over hardcore or not.
I like the dead. I like the misery. I like this
Bugger all, man. That was a big mistake on my part, but no saves coming. I'm gonna go get a drink, though. I don't have one. Okay. Borrow from our supporters. It's the only thing I can really do. Everybody and their grandma hates us right now. And I can't do anything about it. That's the worst part. See, I don't even have... Well, okay. Can't even do that. See, that's what I mean. We can't do anything right now. We are just stuck. Not every species is made to sustain themselves in the ascendancy, though, so...
Technology secured.
I have nothing else I can do. Food from farmers for nano vitality cores, we can do that. If we can get something in the positive, we'll be good, but... I mean, look at our negative minerals. And even alloys are going down. Oh, I got likes today. Oh no. Hello, friends! For several months now, we have received scattered reports of small numbers of alien mercenaries with privateers operating on the fronts of our space. They call themselves the Spirins, and are apparently exiles from a nomadic warrior culture inhabiting overcrowded space stations in and around Z-Poc Vortex system. Their passage near our space proceeded without incident, but they warned us against trespassing in Z-Poc Vortex. There is no Spirit central government to speak of, but their various factions are engaged in constant infighting and often launch raids against neighboring star systems. Indeed, given their vast population and space-based production capability, the Spirits would likely be a significant galactic power if they ever stopped killing each other. Some emergency vehicle is going right on by. Ambulance. Attempts to contact them. Hee! More Dwamax. What do you want, foolish Dwamax? What happened to make your face look like that? Reactor accident? Vacuum exposure? Hee! Look at you. We are the Spirians. We hunt Dwamak. If you come to Spirian turf, we make Dwamak stew. That's good for you, yes? Perhaps you know the other Dwamaks. Perhaps you want them to be Dwamaks too. This can be arranged. Spirian, I'm not above fighting for Dwamaks against other Dwamaks. The price is right. End the transmission. Yeah, you're stuck. I can't help you at all, buddy. Ooh, an artisan troop has gotten a hold of us. Oh, you are pretty.
Construction complete.
Well, now we know the deficit issue doesn't deficit us and crash us out. Oh, there's one person on the market. Woo. Actually, we could use this to rebound. Upgrade all of you. See, I mean, we have to pay for it again. Because, you know, we're selling materials off of our buildings. But honestly, I feel like the deficit helps us out a little bit more than it hurts. Because we already had to dig ourselves into a pretty bad hole. So let's go ahead and just take the aid from the government. We're going to flip it around. The galaxy has helped us. We can pretend to be thankful. There's another revolt on Yarkagwath. We're gonna distribute amenities. Yep, order's already restored, so that's gonna be good for us. I already got a trade hub there, but we do need a new ship. And let's go ahead and do a gun battery. Off-world trading company increases our trade value. Honestly, though, I mean, can't really use that right now. Trade value is nice, but we just don't have the trade. We do have a benefit to food, though. It's going to be a while before we get the nano vitality scraps, though. And our positive income has already gone down. Oh, hello, third viewer. Thank you for stopping by. We're in a bad way. We're trying to rebuild this entire section and try to claim this area back as our territory. They've taken our homeworld, so we're just trying to get that right now. Unfortunately, we've deficited twice, but now we're getting into the positive again for all of our other production. I don't know what I did differently, but it's working. Did we lose population or something? I know the quickest way to figure this out. We have not lost population. I don't know what our deficit did to us, other than downgrade buildings. And I think we got some more slums out of that deal. But, you know, at the same time, like, we're doing decent, better than where we were. Okay. Government aid is so much better. We're going to go ahead and colonize this place. It's not going to be great. But I mean, frankly, it's just what we got to do. When we have that entire slave race of the Vok'Toryn, or Vok'Toryn, that can actually live there. Azurga.
Technology secured.
Alright, FTL inhibition. Let's go ahead and get the technologically self-aware colony ships. Oh, we have 4 viewers now. Awesome. That's not going to help with the production of this place, but you know, the colony development speed is going to go up, which is even better. Maybe, if we are lucky, we can flip through this. take our homeworld back, and push back out into the greater space. And maybe save this guy who's been stuck here forever. I mean, he's been over there since, like, the 80s. I remember sending him there in the 88. If you are new and you don't know what our situation is, we were the Vok'Toryn genetic dictatorship. Oh, hi, Brandon. We had taken over a lot of this space right up to like here. And it had been ours, but we got pushed back out. They took their homeworld back. They took our homeworld. Now we're just the last colony, so we're the Vok'Toryn Colonial Confederacy now. Hey, Mr. Games. So yeah, we're 3 colony planets, hopefully going to colonize the 4th, and if we have to, we're going to rebrand ourselves and try to take our homeworld back. But first things first, we got to get our fleets built back up, because we got riz-reggedy wrecked. Urim Station doesn't even have a shipyard yet. We're going to go ahead and take a missile battery, we're going to replace that with a shipyard. 4 viewers, awesome. I'm telling you, today's going to be good for those average viewer counts. And in fact, we did get a bit of a stimulus from the government. So we're going to spend some of that money to flip that into alloys. Do the same with some of the food, not all of the food. And while we're on an uptick with our economy, let's just make some money. Now, this might damage our economy again, but I'm going to be paying attention to it this time. Because we can't just keep going like this. We have to take our homeworld back. Exactly. Think of all of those innocent people. Those innocent, beautiful Vok'Toryn people stuck on our homeworld under the oppression of a vile religious zealot group. But we want genetic purity through false evolution. Now the downside is they're using our own space stations against us. That's like 3,000 power of pop. But all we gotta do is counter-build it. Something passed in the government senate. Castigation proclamation. I don't know what that was. What the hell does that mean? Mutual Defense Pact. Any empire in the galaxy community can propose a resolution to denounce an empire in the breach of galactic law, or that is not in the galactic community. The animosity, casus belli, and humiliation wargoal can be used by empires with unrestricted wars against empires with denounced traits. Okay. So that's us. They're probably in prisons, honestly. Either that or war camps of some sort. What are they doing to our homeworld? Can we see? Okay, so they've rebuilt some of our buildings. They built a precinct house for their police. They built hollow theaters to entertain people. We don't need entertainment. That's what the genetic places are for. And they've built luxury apartments on our homeworld. Who needs luxury apartments when you got labor unending? And you know, of course, we had our mega corporation allies to the west of us, or east of us here, that completely abandoned us when they got that guy as their ally and then let them invade us and take our homeworld. So we're not going to forget that when the time comes. Alright, colonization is underway on Mesmerizer. Our factions are not doing great either. They're all kind of pissed at us because of what we've been doing. The most loving amongst us has been the March of the Brave, and all they want is conquest, local rivalry, imperial hegemony, and a Leviathan Slayer. So we're going to get rivals with the people we don't like. But they don't care to hate us, even though we're hostile. Bizarre. Alright. Change the council size to 4. That couldn't hurt. Where are we in the ranking now? We are the 9th most powerful person in the galaxy. So that's down from being the 5th. Woof. Bully! Bully, bully, bully. Now, eventually we will have to get into this area. This is where the cultists from like almost 100 years ago are. But thankfully they're holding off this entire section, so once we do break through this area and then take this, we'll be able to conquer some unclaimed land. Very clapped. Ooh, minerals just went down. That's not great. Is that what happened last time? Is that why my cost effectiveness went down? Is because I ended up losing ships when I devastated? I'm not gonna lie, my capital being this planet of Iram Yakur makes me very nervous. It might be the biggest planet I got, but I got this gateway. And all that takes is somebody activating it, and then they come into the exact heartland. If you stream, would I start watching? Yeah, as long as we're not conflictingly streaming at the same time. I'm always down to support people. Who's this? Alright, Simidicius Primus. The tree people. I fear that we are rapidly approaching the limit of what can be accomplished through diplomacy. Alright, fuck you too. Oh. Already out of energy credits. That's lovely.
Sphere of influence expanded.
Okay, colony down. Council elections going on. I do not really care about council elections right now. I got
enemy has declared
a war going on now. Oh, lovely. Lovely people. Thank you so much for your lovely wars. It's just what we wanted. More war. Let's build a mineral plant. Get them mining right away. Oh boy. Oh, it's a good-sized planet, though, so that's going to be helpful to us. Well, this is going to either be it. We're either going to have to pause the stream. I'm going to cancel it and then give it like 10 to 5 minutes just to let that end for the proper YouTube channel if that happens. And I will be back on stream, but we're going to try to play this out as best as possible. We only got 15,000 strength, though, so that's going to be a major problem in our butt. I'm going to pause the game just to give me enough time to start trying to figure out what the hell I need to try to do. I can sell some of this for a good chunk of change. Whoops. Fuck. And then, you know, sell alloys that I just purchased. Whoop. There we go. Okay, we are at war. That is undeniable. I'm going to have to rebuild some of these fleets up. And pray for the good Lord to come save my butt. No other way to put it. Well, what that does mean is we might have the opportunity to come in and take our homeworld back. So if we can do that, that's going to be a big game changer, because if we do it, that means that we can actually come home if we maintain to hold the defense. So we're almost there, but the problem with it is that we're going to be at a low deficit debuff, because why not lower our damage debuff when we can't afford life as it is? Okay, so that'll keep us in our stockpiles for a while longer. Oh boy. Thankfully I see nothing coming our way. We're at 24. We just need to go a little bit higher. We can afford to sell more of the food, I think. We're going to have to do it like this. We get a good chunk of change off of that. I just don't want to inflate the prices too much.
Enemy presence exposed.
Oh, 9,000 of these motherfuckers showing up. Okay, we're going to have to go back to Iram Yak. Because we're not going to go against the Uskian fleet here that's coming down our way. You know, we were just in a really bad place. We're in a galaxy that is absolutely filled with spiritualists, and we're the only technocracy other than 2 mega corporations that falsified their intent to be friends with us. That's not a great place to be. It does not feel good to be here right now. I can't really afford to do anything about it. Nope, not even you can do anything about it. The scientist has died. Lovely. Honestly, this is the worst game of Stellaris I've ever played, but at the same time, I'm willing to keep putting up with it. Yes, screw that. We'll just give that to you. Over a year for everything we got. We were going to make those orbital stations to try to help defend us. Oh, they went to our homeworld. Oh, they're trying to cut off our fleet. We were going to try to make orbital stations so we could mine out in space, but I don't think that's going to pan out the way I want it to. They're making a beeline straight for the homeworld. That's not great. Okay. We're going to sell consumer goods to the other world nations. And we're going to buy more alloy. We're going to go ahead and sell some of these crystals.
Spaceport under attack.
More alloy.
Zero
Iram
G
Station.
research platform disrupted.
We can only have one defense platform. That's lovely. Where are they going? Are they coming? Alright, they're just hanging out in the neighboring station. They're going to recover their shields first. It's a solid play. We're going to build defensive. More hydroponics, though, because we just kind of have to. And we're going to go ahead and attempt to upgrade it to a higher tier space station. It's okay if we don't make it, though. Not every space station or spacefaring species can survive in space. Did I just sell alloys when I needed alloys? I think I just did. But you know what? We're going to keep on plugging away at it best as we can. Make the most of what we can. And upgrade you. Migration treaties. That's what I have time for right now.
Technology secured.
What tech? The orbital habitats.
Tactical
Okay.
retreat.
Okay. Exotic gas extraction. We have to get that. Borders are closed. I don't care. That's not as
Spaceport
important
under
to me
attack.
right now. And they are live in our station. Hearts of Iron. I will try to buy that. I do have Europa Universalis we can always play too. Insidious plots from the Tuxcan Star Empire have figured out the Themblin conglomerate are trying to come against us. Everybody. Mushroom picking. Oh, lovely. A planetary event amidst the madness. A routine ecological study on our colony on Memzurga has stumbled upon a strange fungal life form. The science team reports that the surface of the mycelium is shimmering and colorful. But what the most intriguing to them was the fact that separate clusters were seemingly communicating with one another when something occurred within a wide radius. Furthermore, the biology of the organism appeared to be clearly alien to the ecosystem of this colony. Puzzled, this local science team has requested specialized support, as we might be dealing with a sentient species. We gained 1,000 food for that. Why not? Oh, no. We don't want to dispose of them. We're going to take a closer look. I don't want to eat what could possibly be my friend.
Destroyed.
Yes, I have a Steam. I'll send you the friend information later.
Vessels
Oh, boy.
destroyed.
Worst game of Stellaris I've personally played, but it's a good story. Spirituality apparently had no place, or had no place for genetic divergence. We have concerning reports coming from Memzurga. I gotta blow my nose 1 second. Upon further examination, it seems that the alien fungus we found emitting a signal towards a location in the galaxy that we were unable to pinpoint so far. Telemetry and security analysis indicate that it is completely possible for the mycelium to become sort of advanced spy organism. However, it is worth noting that this organism is old. There is a fair chance that whoever engineered the spying mushrooms is not around anymore, but if they are, it might be best not to poke at a sleeping predator. We need to know more. We're about to go extinct, so why not learn the secrets of the galaxy? Oh, I didn't even know our new homeworld has a stupid ring around it. Getting blown up. Well, we're going to just keep playing this out. I think the end is nigh. No one listens. Careful analysis of the mycelium and the signals showed that it was likely part of a network of similar grown organisms, possibly spanning across the galaxy as a whole and maybe beyond. While we do not know much, we have discovered that as part of the network, this mycelium also receiving signals from other places. Considering several factors, including the volume of data transferred, we do not think that the network is still in use. The fact that it is still partially active indicates that it is probably just dormant and not destroyed. What can we learn from it? Add fungal study zone. We get social anxiety or social research from living there. Lovely. Borders are closed. Yeah, they're landing on our colony right now. Armies in orbit of the planet.
Technology
Thankfully, we
secured.
do have martial law going on the planet, so that will hopefully help us for a while. Oh, we're out of minerals again. I think we have to go with colonial centralization. We gotta start improving things here. You opened your borders. Congratulations, big man. Okay.
Technology secured.
Colonies, this is going to be physics, so that doesn't really help us much in the way of economy. Let's go with hyperspace. Yeah, I'm actually playing this on Steam right now, so that's actually how I got this game, so we could definitely get together and play it on Steam or play Hearts of Iron if I get it. Alright, we can build another thing here if we had it. I'd probably say commercial industries getting built next. I kind of wish they would just invite us. $7. Really? That's actually good to know. Somebody gave me a tip the other day. I might be able to afford it with that. Is that with all the DLC? Oh boy. On the plus side, we don't have to worry about our ships ruining our economy anymore. I grew way too big, way too quick, and it humbled me greatly. Build that. I mean, to be fair, we're not going to go extinct if we lose this. That's going to be something that we're not going to do.
Schwartz touching down.
Yep, there they go. Let's see how well this goes. We're not going to go extinct necessarily, but our empire is going to collapse. We could be vassalized, but I think they're claiming our entire space as their own. Yeah, they're trying to conquer us, so we're going to get destroyed. For $5 monthly, huh? So are you saying essentially I'd be renting out the the DLC on that? Actually, a lot more of our ships survived than should have. Unfortunately, they're just taking our planets left and right. Our science guy and our construction ship are stuck back there. And we just had a scientist die. Yeah, why not hire another genealogist? Okay, you can or buy it. Oh boy. I typically buy the games, just so I can have them for later. I just haven't had anybody to play Hearts of Iron with. So I never bought it. When I tried doing the YouTube stuff about a decade ago, that's why I got Europa Universalis and all that. Manward, our oldest colony.
Tactical retreat.
Yep, you. Oh boy. You know, we had all the spiritualists, and it was so easy for us to overwhelm them in the first war, and then they just came back with our own technology and just devastated us. I feel like this is going to be a superpower we woke up in the new world once we're gone as a country, or as a space nation. I mean, everybody else is spiritualists, and they're all slowly building up technology, except for these two mega corporations, and then there's us. The super technological place that is just going to get wiped out. Minor military sanctions, great, more sanctions from me. We're going to see if we can survive this, though, even if it's as a vassal. If we have to play the vassal game for a while, like, that's going to be fine and dandy, but I think if we lose this, we're just lost. It's just, oh boy. I was hoping that we were going to have happen to come into a less unified galaxy, but everybody's very spiritual. We've had some other like loose, smaller groups that were not spiritualists, and they've just been devastated. So it's literally going to be mega corporations just selling to a bunch of different religious people. Hey, we're up to 6 viewers at one time. That's pretty good for this stream. Unfortunately, Manward is collapsing in on itself with the aid of the enemies getting ready to charge down upon our world once more. Everything we know and love is falling apart around us. But we must stay bright in this endeavor. The only place that we can really go is just Format. And we're kind of screwed on that pooch. They're the only place that can make reinforcements for us, and I don't even think I have the ability to get much more than corvettes going off the ground right now. But, you know, of course, they're going to go ahead and burn their way through the entirety of my defenses. I'll tell you what, the last 60 years of history just has been terrible. Ever since we took the homeworld of the Toxkin over here in Tuxkakil, like, we've just not had the economy at all. Especially once we took the homeworld. We should have surrendered back when they were willing to just stay with the current status quo, but we did not take that deal because we got freaking greedy. And, we are paying for it. I knew that if we got caught down here and stuck here, we were going to have trouble. I just didn't expect it to be in the first 140 years that we get dropped out. But, you know, we're a man of our word, and if we're going to watch this completely collapsing on itself, we're going to do it till the proper end. I know it's probably not the most exciting thing, but I've been posting it on the YouTube, so we're just going to keep watching. I always love this little panoramic view, though.
Construction complete.
Alright, we got to actually buy some stuff here because I'm fucking around too much. We're going to keep trying. But I mean, at this point, our economy is just falling in on itself. We can't even afford to make another building on this place. Because let's see, they have like 9,000. And we're looking at a situation of a modest 2.1. Those deficits for the last 40 years have just been devastating us completely, and it's not okay. Wow. Might as well go target uplink computer. They're going to go to Mesma's next. Hey, I hope you feel better, Litkit. Thank you for stopping by, though. I'm feeling a little bit queasy about the end of my empire, too, so I get it. It's a vibe. But seriously, though, I hope you do feel better. Get some rest, bud. 5 people watching this stream, though. That's some pretty good numbers for what I got going on. Oh, boy. Yep.
Savage hordes touching down.
That's exactly what I expected. Is Manward holding them off? No. One army disengaged from the front line.
Attacking enemy vessels.
We're going to do one more Valiant charge. It's not going to do much for us.
Colony claimed by the enemy.
A last hurrah.
Receiving communications.
Yeah, anytime. You only want manward? The worst possible
Technology
outcome.
secured.
Well, honestly, I think we just need to accept the L on this one. There's not much else I can do to try to make this situation into a better one, so like, I think I've done what I can for this losing battle. We're going to go ahead and we're going to exit to the menu. The Vok'Toryn have fallen. It is not meant to be. Unfortunately, I feel like the rest of our history is just collapsing in on itself as we see it. Like, we're almost at a solid 0 for everything. I can't do anything other than produce alloys. It would have been great to call it and pull it back, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the stream for 7 minutes just so I can go ahead and give it a time to minute to, like, shut off. So it ends where we are for this whole series, and I'm going to come back in about 6 minutes now. And we're going to go ahead and start a new race. And if you guys want to come back around then, we can actually go ahead and discuss what we want from it. So I'll actually go ahead and maintain chat right now if you guys want to go ahead and talk. Tell me what you guys think we should do in our next one. I've played technocracies before. We could try to go a little bit more religious or war-going or warfaring or however we should try to play it out. But I will see you guys in a little bit. There we go.